Hello, it's me, Wilfurry, and today we're back in another video. It's been so long since I last uploaded, which is like 3 or 4 months ago. I'm back, and we're reading another visual novel, which is called Promises to Keep. And yeah, happy Prime Month, which is today is the Happy Prime Month, which is like gonna last till which gonna last around this June. So yeah, which is where all the furries gay stuff together, and yeah, I've been part of this Discord of Promises to Keep. So yeah, um, if you guys want to check out the Discord channel or their the games on h.io, and then the Discord server maybe on the h.io maybe, or if I have a chance to put in my record in this description. So yeah, you can check out there. Yeah, it's been so long. I've been busy. Okay, this is the reason why I was like, what I call it, the real reason why I didn't, what I call it, do much this 3 to 4 months. Like I haven't posted anything lately. I have been busy with my school stuff. So yeah, um, I think by the time I uploaded this, it's gonna be like around 2 to 3 days. So today is actually the Pride month. So yeah, which is 1st June. So yeah, um, let's see, we're on version 0.10, which I just updated. So yeah, let's hope. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, let's start our new reading. Actually, I heard that there's actually multiple routes. So yeah, I'll how to say this. Whatever route I did, I'm gonna pick that route, and then we can maybe restart back over, and then yeah, and then do the other route. So yeah, and then if the game updated, like they added new route, I'm just gonna go back to that route, I guess. So like, yeah, like that. So let's go. Let's start. Oh yeah, if you guys want me to continue reading for a visual novel, or maybe voice acting this story, yeah, hit the comment button. So yeah, let's get started. Please enter your name. So if I'm not mistaken, um, guys, if I'm not mistaken, right, um, the main character what that everyone talk about is called Leo. My name is Will, but I think it's just more fitting if I put Leo, the actual main character. So yeah, Leo. Let's put Leo. That's his actual real name. We're sorry to inform that due to severe weather condition, your upcoming flight has been cancelled. Please log into your to our app or website to reschedule. Fuck. There's actually be a lost curse, by the way. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those children out there. So yeah, we're gonna say a last swear word. I had just laid down, first still wet from the shower, luggage packed and ready to go. I was bracing myself for a short night of sleep, but now it's looked like I have no flight to wake up for tomorrow. I stare at the cancellation button message, silently willing it to change into something else. It doesn't, of course. I pull myself off my creaking mattress, reaching blindly for the suitcase I placed next to the bed. I unzip it and fish out my pillow and an extra blanket. I wrap it haphazardly around myself and stuff the pillow under my head, not even bothering to make the bed properly. My phone buzzes again. An email from the airline bringing another reminder of the cancellation. Yup, no escaping it now. I'm not going anywhere. I was really looking forward to leaving. After a prolonged minute of staring into nothing, I begrudgingly opened my flight app. The bright color of the loading screen beamed down on me. I rolled over onto my side and watched the wind-beaten window, that thin sheet of glass keeping the blizzard at bay. What am I doing? There's literally no point in trying to reschedule now. A snowstorm like this will put the entire city out of commission for a while. I take one last look at my phone. Low battery mode, 3% power. I know the feeling. I flop my arm over the side of the bed once again, pawing around for the charging cable. The phone buzzes lightly as I plug it in, and I flip over. I just charged, by the way, and I flip over to stare once again at the window. Sleep find me faster than I expected. Dot dot dot. At least in my dream, I am somewhere else. Somewhere else. Didn't you want to live here? Didn't you promise all those years ago to all those people that you'd return? Now that you're here, you can't wait to leave. Face it, you've returned, but you're not really living here. You're just waiting to die. Aw, Leo. I shiver a little. Something feels off. I poke my head out of the tightly wrapped nest of blanket, my very eyes. Take a few moments to adjust to the bright light peeking through the curtains. What time is it? I reach for my phone on the nightstand, sleepily sweeping my paw around my desk until I find it. I groan. Yes, it's on the floor now. I begrudgingly roll to the edge of the bed, still somewhat protected by my cover. Fishing my phone off the ground, I tap the screen to check the time. Dot dot dot. Nothing. I could have sworn I plug it in. Yeah. I get up, I still swaddle in my blanket and stumble over to the window. I open the curtain and dot dot dot. It's snowing! Oh my god. I had known that the storm was going to be serious, but standing at my frost covered window, I'm greeted by a huge looming mountainous pile of snow. It had been ages since I had seen anything like this. Adjusting my cocoon of blanket, I reach out a paw and place it gently against the glass, feeling the chill seep into my paw pads. The view through my windows was comforting in a way. It reminded me of my childhood morning, the unparalleled excitement of a snow day, and the cozy security of a warm house in cold weather. I shiver again. A warm houses. I looked down at my still dead phone, then back up at the snow encrusted window. My brain feels fuzzy and slow, unable to fully comprehend my situation. Wait. I turn and sweep into the living room, my blanket trailing behind me, and walk up to the thermostat on the wall. You gotta be kidding me! I can only see my reflection staring back at me in the temperature control panel, the interface itself blank and devoid of life. Suddenly, it struck me just how cold I am, how cold everything is, from the air brushing my face to the floor beneath my footpaths. The power must have gone out at some point during the night, and with it, of course, the heat. For a few long moments, I stand completely still in the center of the living room, attempting to process this turn of events. I trudge over to my fridge and open it out of instinct, but I'm quickly reminded that I cleaned out last night. Probably for the best. This thing is useless without power. Defeated, I slowly walk to my chill, easy chair and sit, unsure of what to do. Without a clear way out of this mess, all I can do is start to daydream. I wonder if he's still here, enduring the storm like everyone else. Who am I kidding? I've been back for a whole year and there's been no sign of him. Dot dot dot. Not that I actually scorched the city for him, but I've just been so busy. Work has been so busy. I've just got in the way. I'm jolted out my thought by the doorbell. Oh shit. I want to check on something. Am I okay? I'm good. Okay. Startled for standing on and a little, I crane my neck, trying to see the visitor through the frost cake window. When that failed, I finally uncurled myself from my chair and stepped quietly towards the door. Peeking out the wind peephole, I can see nothing. It's just a white haze, must be covered with snow. I jump as the knock sound once again, right next to my head. Hello, anyone in there? My name's Theodore, and I live down the street. I'm just checking to make sure you're okay. Theodore? Yes, I remember running into him once or twice on the way to work. An Arctic fox about 10ish years older than me. I reached out a paw to open the door, then realized I'm still swaddled in blanket. I frantically shed my sheet and scrambled about for a coat, cursing as I knock it on the floor. When I'm finally free, I cautiously open the door, and the wind hit me like a truck. My fur fluffed up, and I curled into my jacket, shivering. I had expected my thick snow leopard pelt to keep me safe from the wind, but clearly I was wrong. The bundled up Arctic fox then in my doorway, paw outstretched to knock again. Oh, hello. Sorry for the surprise visit, Leo, right? I nod dumbly to Cole to give him a proper reply. He looked me up and down, concern plain on his face. I'm checking out on my neighbor. I understand a lot of people lost power last night, and he stopped mid-sentence and take a tentative step forward. Do you mind if I come in? Then we can shut the door. You look like you're freezing. I take a guilty look behind me at the state of my living room. It's a little messy, but okay. I step backward and let him shut the door behind him. Thank you, Leo. Tut, tut, tut. Some weather we're having, right? He gave me something between a grimace and a smile, clearly trying to lighten the mood as I shiver next to the door. He looked me up and down again. I nod once more, pulling my coat tighter around myself. I miss my blanket cocoon. How can I help you? Well, I'm hoping I can be the one to help you. His eyes scanned the room, landing on the dead thermostat and the piles of blanket on the floor. I winced internally, thinking about what a mess the place is. It's looking like this whole side of the street lost power. It's looking, as I understand it, the snowstorm knocked over a tree, which in turn uprooted an electric pole. Oh, my eardrum. That's pretty serious. He looked eyes with mine then, his voice gentle. Yes, I'm afraid it is. I'm sorry, but it looks like most of the neighborhood will be out of power for a few days at least. A few days? Panic started to blow in my chest. I was already freezing my and it was only going to get colder. Theodore seemed to notice my alarm and gently reaches out to place a paw on my shoulder. I feel its warmth through my shirt, seemingly the only source of heat in the whole house. Leo, please don't worry. I would be happy to house you until your power comes back on. That's why I'm here. His voice drew me back to the present, and I look up at him. I still have electricity. I still have electricity and an extra room for you, with heating, of course. I'm actually housing a few other people as well, neighbor from the side of the street. You are more than welcome to join us for however long you need. The gears start turning in my head. Before this, Theodore and I seldom spoke, and now he's offering to house me. I didn't have any reason to be skeptical, but I know this might sound like it's coming out of nowhere, but we haven't had a winter this bad in quite a while. Neighbors should look out for one another in times like these, right? A crew of random people in another person's house? Someone I didn't really know? And the crowd we got is pretty friendly, I promise. His tone is warm, inviting, and absolutely genuine. I take one more look at the dead thermostat and it stares back at me vacantly. Well, it seems to say, what other choice do you have? I take a deep breath and regain my voice. Okay, sure, if you don't mind, I'd love to stay at your place at least until my power comes back. Theodore beams at me, clearly pleased. Glad to hear it. Why don't you gather some of your stuff and to bring over and let me know if you need a hand. No, I got it covered. Give me just a second. I walk briskly to my room, heart pounding. I enter my room and grab the luggage I had carefully packed everything. Fuck, it's so much. Trembling slightly, I take one more quickly look around. I slipping my dead phone and the charger into my pocket. I knew I was set on leaving this room and this house behind today, but I didn't expect it to happen like this. I exhaled shakily, remembering to breathe. I had never been to Theodore's house, place. To be honest, we had barely spoken before this encounter. I'm not even sure I know which house is this. I begin to worry in earnest now, twisting the handle of my luggage between my frozen paw. I wasn't even supposed to be here. I was supposed to be on a flight going far away. Hey, come on, Leo. You don't have time to mop or to panic. I ch- I chastised myself lightly, remembering once again to breathe. How is it too easy to forget? I looked down and realized I'm still wearing last night's clothes. I should probably change real quick, especially if I'm going to be meeting new people. Oh God. Just keep moving. That's all you have to do. I take one more deep breath and release the handle of my bag. Just be normal. Just be normal. Theodore looked up from his phone as I returned to the living room, glancing at my full luggage. All packed? Anything you need me to carry? No, I think I got everything I need. And it's just down the street. I can always come back. Fair enough. Ready to go then? I give the place one final look around and look back at me, cold and painfully familiar. Yeah, I think I am. Well, I guess a warmer coat, and you definitely need snow boots. Huh? Mine still fuzzy from the weather. I pause and look down at my clothes, then back at Theodore. Look, I've been walking around in it all day. That wind is plain nasty, and the shallowest snowdrifts are tight height at least. I know we're both got some serious winter padding, but this storm is something else. It's magical, guys. Oh, of course, snow boots. I shake my head violently to clear my brain fog, but all that does is give me a headache. Right. Sorry, let me just. Theodore flashes me a warm smile. Take your time. I pottered around the messy room, collecting my thickest coat and sturdiest boots. My paws twitched slightly at how cold they are. It felt like everything in the house froze overnight. It felt like everything in the house froze overnight, including my brain, I guess. I quickly zipped up my coat and buttoned over the zipper, then began struggling with my boots. There we go, that's more like it. I tried to give him a smile back. Ready to go, promised this time. Oh my gosh, it's a winter wonderland. The snow stretches out in front of me, pristine, fresh, and almost paw print free. I take a few steps, disrupting the nearly perfect surface with my heavy boots. Clap. Despite due to warning, oh freaking hell! Despite due to warning, I I gasp slightly as my legs sink in past the knee, cold slash seeping into my jeans. How tall is snow? There's no. Is it that possible for the snow to be like around your knee already? L- I lift my head slightly, and the snowfall seemed to slow for a moment as I take in my surroundings. It's a winter wonderland. Wow, this is such a cute photo. I guess this is such a cute photo. So that's us, a snow leopard. In that legendary moment, the room seemed so quiet, dampened by the hush of winter. Fat flakes dance around me on their way to the ground, piling higher and higher around my submerged boots. I resist to I resist the urge to stick my tongue out like I did as a kid as I watch them descend. I truly can't remember the last time the city has been this silent. The snowflakes start to accumulate on my snout, on my shoulder, on the side of my coat, wherever they can find purchases. My snout starts to sting, yet my other senses feel so muffled. For a single precious second, the world seemed to stop turning, all in silent, calm, and still. And then the wind picked up again, and the sweet, beautiful snowfall started to blow directly into my face and eyes. I hiss in pain and hike up the hood of my coat. Yeah, that's a better idea, bro. The howling gusts tear as the fabric trying to rip it off and ruffle unchallenged through my fur. It's like nature itself was reminding me of its preeminence. I feel the weight of my cold phone in my pocket, a victim to the wrath of the storm. I think of the plane I was supposed to board, grounded by the weather, buried like the cars on the street. I feel helpless to taking it all in, a speck in this endless white ocean whose tide could so easily sweep me away. I would be so powerless to fight back. Then a steady paw on my shoulder pulled me out of my thoughts. Hey, you alright? He nearly shouted over the sound of wind. I turned to face him, blinking and shaking the snow off my face. The gust waned slightly and I managed to get a few words out. Yeah, I'm just adjusting. I mean, I was born and raised here, but I don't ever remember seeing snow like this. Theodore nods. As far as I can remember, this is the worst it's ever been. I believe it. The cold starts to pierce through my layer and I can feel creeping wetness spreading underneath my socks. Theodore seemed to be surveying the area as well, but I get the feeling he isn't just taking in the scenery. It'd be days, I think, before they get the plow through here. And it's obviously still piling up, so I can hear the worry creeping in his voice as he looked out and down the street. I look past him to my car, parked in a driveway, or at least what I think is my car. Only a vague shape is visible beneath the snow. But that's for future us to worry about. Hey, yeah, that's future us. Can we just? Oh my gosh, we couldn't just like cover the car or something with a something. Oh my gosh. He imbued his voice with some forced cheer and started wading through what I assume is the sidewalk. For now, let's just get to some place warm. I'm freezing my tail off out here. He lead the way and I follow closely behind him. We walk slowly with a wide, loping gait, footpath testing for shallow spots, doing our best not to topple over. After only a few steps, I start following Theodore Trail exactly, tired of wading through the high drift. We walk quietly, both of us, devoting most of our attention to staying upright. I wasn't really in a conversational mood anyway. For some reason, it felt wrong to talk too much out here. Yeah, of course. We need to go shelter, bro. Winter was speaking. We could choose not to listen, but we shouldn't interrupt. After a minute or so, Tiro turned back at me and pointed towards a nearby house. This one's mine. I blinked in surprise. It's huge for some reason. I didn't expect him to own the biggest house on the block. We walk up the partially shoveled porch, step and he fishes a key ring from his coat pocket. I'll need to give this another shovel tomorrow. People will be coming and going. He turned the keys and opened the door. We both hustle in and hurriedly shut it behind us, eager to escape the chill. The warmth in the living room is heavenly courtesy of a robust heating system and a merrily crackling fireplace. I can feel my muscles finally begin to relax in response to the welcoming heat. I don't think I realized just how cold I had been until this moment. We're back! Theodore called out as we entered the house. They must be busy. Oh well, you can meet them later. As I struggle to remove my snow-filled boots, I can't help but ask, how many others are here? A smile returned to Theodore's face, as he seemed to have no shortage of those. Counting you, I'm expecting 5 guests in total. He shed his coat and held out his paws to take mine. He brushes off the clinging clumps of snow and hangs them neatly on a nearby rack. Some of them are still gathering their things. Not too many of them. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I don't know if I could have handled something like a group of 10. Please sit down. He gestured to a couch in front of the fire, and I readily fall into one of the seats. I resist the tempting urge to immediately curl up into a warm cushion. Tira looked me over again and continues. Anything to drink? How about some warm tea? Can I have some teh tarik, teh C, teh O, or Chinese tea, or regular tea? I prepare to leave myself. I suddenly notice how wet my pants leg are, and guilty shift them off the couch. I think I'm good. To be honest, I kind of feel bad intruding in the first place, so Theodore raised an eyebrow. Now, I'm gonna stop you right there. As long as you are staying here, what mine is yours. I promise you, there is no reason at all for you to feel bad or guilty. It's not as if the power outages are your fault. And speaking of, I felt how cold it was in your house. You must still be freezing. Please, let me bring you a warm mug of tea. Alright, you got me. Some hot tea sounds wonderful right now. Excellent, I'll be back in just a second. He turned and began to walk through the kitchen. Theodore? He stopped in. Wait. He stopped in the doorway and turned. Hmm? Thank you for all of this. It's my pleasure, and please, call me Theo. That sounds so similar to that one Minecraft YouTuber that I'm thinking of. But well, as Theo walked off to the kitchen, I remember the dead phone weighing down my pocket and began to scan the room for an outlet. Okay, guys, that is it for episode 1. I'm so sorry. I actually went back to my recording and checked that my freaking recording took a lot of time, like almost like 1 hour. So yeah, I might be doing this into like a two part. So yeah, this is like for like the first day or something. So yeah, so this is the part 1. I would say just let's just call this episode 1, and then we can just do the next part episode 2. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of episode 1. So yeah, if you want me to continue the next part of this story, hit the like button, subscribe to the video, turn on all the notifications so you can't miss any video, and I'll be see you next time. Goodbye. Peace out.